Hey, Dan Sumner here, and welcome to the Dan Sumner blog. Now, this is the first and the last post you will see on the Dan Sumner blog because we're moving to pastures new and I have something in the pipeline which I want to do and a kind of a business model which I want to approach next year, which is going to simplify things a little bit more for me. Okay, now let's take a look at last year and my success, my failures, and pretty much how the year went for me. And to be honest, it was okay. I set myself a very hard task last year. And, if this was sort of January and this was December, I kind of everything kind of tailed off around about this area here. And I decided to have a couple of months off. But I done okay, so I managed to finance my year. Now, okay, short-term plans, PLR monthly updates, move to ClickBank, new marketing strategy, and repricing. Now, this was something that Dave Nicholson and I are doing, and we're currently running. We enhanced this to a point where we created a whole new product, which comes out monthly, and it's called Instant Product Publisher, or IPP for short. And we launch IPP every single month now. We have been for about the last 6 or 7 months, and that has been extremely successful. So what happened after the launch of IPP, we set up a big sales funnel, which is sort of this area here. Was one of my plans to set a sales funnel in place, and it brings in monthly income from IPP, PLR monthly, and we have a big sales funnel which works very well. We do have a webinar to go on the end of this, and when Dave and I eventually get together and we can create, well, we've actually created the webinar, but we want to get together and create a members area structure to actually sell a PLR business to people. Now, if you're interested in that, let me know, and me and Dave will put you on a waiting list. It's going to be very successful. Now, what else? The blog update. I talk about this in my blog, and at first I thought this was successful, and I created the ebook cycle on the front end, and I was focused heavily on list building. Most of the places in my blog you could build your list. Every time I sent a post out, it was good. I was getting 250, 300 hits per post, and a daily average of about 20 to 25 subscribers. But it didn't feel right. Things were going wrong. The developer wasn't really doing his job. He kind of let me down, and it sort of didn't work out for me. It may have looked good, and I was quite impressed with the front end, but I have 2 or 3 plugins on there which I can't take off because it destroys my blog. And there's a lot of things going on in the background which I wasn't happy with. And a couple of older platforms from Internet Explorer weren't showing graphics right, and it kind of failed, but I was just living with it, and as sick as I was, but anyway, this is why I am taking the move or the transition to a new platform in 2014. Now, one product coming soon. This was my video product. It's almost complete, but my partner in crime for this product, Alex, we kind of got broken up and kind of started doing our own thing. Alex had something to do video style, and I was doing other things. So we kind of left it this year, and we're going to pick back up on this year. I've talked to Alex, and we're going to get this fixed, and it's going to be ready for sometime in the first quarter of 2014. So this one is still ongoing. Blogger's Roadmap on Kindle kind of just fizzled away, so that was nothing. So here we're okay with this. We're okay with this. We're okay with this. Now, monthly recurring income from my membership site, Online Income Advisor. Yes, I launched that a few months ago, so that is doing okay. So that's a tick there. My niche site development. Now, what I've done with this is It was one of my niche sites. I took a fitness website and I've had that for a while. It's a bit of a seasoned domain, and I started generating traffic, buying Facebook ads, and basically feeding traffic back from Facebook to the site to try and create Google ad revenue. Now, this was working. I set myself a budget of about £40, so that's kind of $60 a day, and I ended up with around about 2,700, 3,000 likes in the first 2 or 3 weeks, and I earned around 30 cents from Google. So kind of a loss on the Google ads. Now, I talked to a good friend of mine, Lee McIntyre, and he said I was doing a lot of things wrong. So we need to revisit this next year, but I have a feeling that this niche site is going to go on to Flipper. And I think I'm going to sell that and concentrate on my business plan for 2014. Now, free massive value ebook done, complete. Now that has been shifted to 2014 and what I will be revealing next week. My mid-level coaching is tying in with high-end coaching, and that also, swirly line here, going to 2014. WordPress theme update. Now this was a partnership between myself, Dave Nicholson, and John Thornhill. Now this was the update to our multi-profit websites, and we hired a developer, and this took months. I mean, I'm talking, we hired the developer around about here, so it'd be March. And it took these guys all the way to November to actually come back with something, and it was mega complicated. It was very hard to understand. Paid these guys, paid them off, and it's kind of a case of we have the theme, it's not dead, but it's not alive, and it's kind of a lesson learned from working with developers. But what did come of this is a plugin, and our plugin from multi-profit websites is also ready for beta testing now, and it's going to be launched in 2014 again. So, not all bad. This didn't quite work out, but we came up with something which is going to be extremely lucrative, and it is a great idea for everybody who has a WordPress blog. So, not all bad. Okay, the long-term plan, like I said, high-end coaching here is something that I have a plan for in 2014. Bloggers Roadmap 2.0, yes, that is coming out in 2014. More webinars, I've been practicing, but yes, they are coming out in 2014. And a sustainable monthly income business, which, along with my online income advisor here, so with OIA, IPP, and what we have planned on this plugin, and also my high-end coaching, which I want to release in next week, obviously this year. Hopefully that should work out to create that sustainable monthly business that I've been looking for. Now, that's pretty much it. Overall, my plan for the year, I was disappointed. It didn't quite work out the way I wanted it to. In between this plan, I had a John Thornhill and I launched a product called Product Development Control. We had a relaunch. I relaunched the Bloggers Roadmap in April for an Easter special, which I made 1,000 sales in 2 days, which was very, very good. And I done a mini relaunch just at Christmas time. But all in all, the year went okay. I was a little bit disappointed with some of the things, especially the plugin and my blog. It kind of got to October of this year when I really felt as though I was finished with it. You know, I just didn't want to post anymore. And as dansumner.com, it's just not for me. I've kind of fell out of love with that. So, what's coming? Hopefully I should have the post ready for you next week. Show you what I've been up to, and we'll take a look at what's coming and what's coming for me in the future. So the last post of 2014 and the first post of 2014, the last YouTube video of 2014 linked to this channel. So it's all new and it's all exciting things to come. So thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll see you on another video in another location. Thank you very much and goodbye.